Hello everyone. Today I'm going to be talking about 3 methods to teach English. In the first example, I have as an objective that at the end of the class, students will be able to identify the parts of the house appropriately. The method that I have chosen in this first example is the audiolingual method. Why? Because this method consists on doing repetition drills, activities that involves repetition from students. So that is why I have chosen this method. And in the activity, the teacher is going to show to students some flashcards about the parts of the house. For example, door, and below the flashcard is going to be written the name of that part of the house. So students have to repeat those parts of the house. For example, door, kitchen, bathroom, stairs, first floor, second floor, living room, and etc. So students are going to be repeating those parts of the house many times. And then the teacher is going to show them other kind of flashcards, but this time the flashcards are not going to have written the name of the part of the house. So it's going to be just the picture. For example, door. And students have to identify which is that part of the house. It can be a door, it can be the kitchen, and they have to identify by themselves the part of the house. This is the activity. And of course, the material that I'm going to be using for this class is flashcards about the part of the house. Example number 2. In this example, I have as the objective that students at the end of the class, they will be able to list the part of the body accurately. In this case, the method that I have chosen is the TPR, or the total physical response. Why? Because in this activity, students are going to identify or are going to list the parts of the body while they are touching their parts of the body. The activity in this second example is that the teacher is going to be teaching to students the different parts of the body by touching them. For example, head, shoulders, hands, nails, knees, foot, etc. So students are going to be learning the parts of the body by using their body movements, or they are going to be touching their parts of the body. Then students, at the end of this activity, they are going to be singing the famous song that is head, shoulders, knees, and toes, in order to know that they have understood this topic. Of course, in this case, the material is going to be the body, or our body, or the body of the students. So that is the second example. Example number 3 is that as the objective of this third example, students at the end of the class will be able to show the use of polite requests while they are making a hotel reservation. In this case, the method that I have chosen is the communicative approach. Why? Because in this case, students are going to be having dialogues between themselves. And in this case, the activity is that students are going to have a dialogue in which this dialogue is going to be the guide for them. And one student is going to be A, and the other student is going to be B. So, for example, in the case of the student A, he or she is going to be the client, and the student B is going to be the receptionist of the hotel. So, for example, student A says, I would like to make a hotel reservation. So, in this case, he or she is applying the polite request. And student B, the receptionist, is going to answer, okay, when are you planning to arrive here? Student A, the client, is going to say, okay, I'm planning to arrive there on Friday, June 10th. And student B, the receptionist, is going to be saying, okay, would you like a room with a view to the park? And this student is going to be, student A is going to be, I would like a room with a view to the beach. So in this case, they are going to be applying polite requests, the receptionist and also the client. And of course, this is the activity. And finally, the material that we are going to be using in this lesson is, of course, a script. But this script is just going to be the guide for the students. Thank you very much for your attention.